Well, hey everybody, Mr. Reeves back with you, and we are continuing to look at lesson 5.3 applications of percent. So in the previous video, we took a look at a couple sales tax problems and how to find sales tax and the total cost with sales tax added. We also looked at finding simple interest and how to find the amount of interest you can earn, or in some cases, the amount of interest you have to pay. All right, now we're going to look at a couple different things. Commission, something called commission, and also using multiple percents. I'm actually going to start with commission. So we have a problem right here. It says Keeter, I think it's supposed to be Keeter, earns a monthly salary of $2,200 plus 3.75% commission on the amount of sales at the men's clothing store. 1 month he sold $4,500 in clothing. What was his commission that month? All right, so many employers will pay their employees extra a percentage of what they sell. It's of what they sell. Excuse me. It's an incentive for them not just to work, but to work hard to sell things. All right. So when you have a commission, this is how it works. So your total earnings are going to be your salary plus your percent times your sales. Okay? So your total earnings is going to be your salary plus your percent times your sales. And remember, that percent is going to have to be written as a decimal. All right, so if we take a look at this problem right here, what is Keeter's salary? Keeter's salary is $2,200, okay, plus the percent is 3.75%. And remember, when you have a percent and you want to change it to a decimal, you move the decimal 2 places to the left. 2 places to the left. So when I do that, I get 0.0375. Okay, when I move it 2 places to the left, I get 0.3075. 0.0375 times the sales. All right, and the sales that he had that month was $4,500. Okay, $4,500. So now I'm going to go to my handy dandy calculator, because calculators are recommended for these problems. I'm going to go $2,200 plus 0.0375, which is 3.75% written as a decimal. I'm going to multiply that by the amount of his sales. So he gets 3.75% of the sales. The rest goes to his employer, but he gets that back. And when you add those together, you get 2,000. So his total earnings let me pull it back up, $2,368.75. 236875. Whoops, no decimal yet. 2368.75. Now it did say what was his commission. Whoops, there's only one. No, there's 2 M's and 2 S's. All right. So the commission is this part right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and put an arrow there. That is the commission. All right, I didn't actually do that separately. I included it, okay? So if we know that's his total, if we subtract away the $2,200 that he had as salary, that will tell us the commission, which is $168.75, which makes sense, right? $168. Again, I put the decimal in the wrong place. $168.75, because that's the amount that was added on to that 2,200, right? So that 2 plus the 1 gives me the 3 and the 68. So this was his commission. That's how much he earned extra above his base salary. All right, so let me go ahead and do one more of these commission problems. Right here it says Francois earned a weekly salary of $475 plus a 5.5% commission on sales at a gift shop. How much would he earn in a week if he sold $700 in goods, round to the nearest cent, right? So again, what are we going to have? If we look back over here, what we wrote down, the total earnings is the salary plus the percent times the sales, okay? The total earnings is the salary, so we're going to do $475, the salary plus the percent. Now again, 5.5%, we're going to change it to a decimal. We're going to move the decimal 2 places to the left. We're going to get 0.055, all right? So 0, we're doing $475, that's plus 0.055 times the sales. The sales were 700. And again, just a reminder, this is what I'm doing right here. Total earnings is the salary plus the percent times the sale. The total earnings right here is the salary. There's my salary plus the percent changed to a decimal time the sale. So now I'm going to go to my calculator and I'm going to put that in. 475 plus 0.055 times 700. And when I do that, I get 513.5. Now remember, this is money, all right? So 513.5 is going to be $513.15. $513.15, because we got to put that decimal on there. All right, now they didn't ask us, but if they said what was the amount of his commission, again, if I took that answer and I subtracted his salary away, that would tell me that he earned $38.50 commission. $38.50 commission. That's the amount that was added onto that $475. Again, they didn't ask for it in this problem, but many times they're going to ask you for both, okay? This part right here represents his commission. That part here is his salary. And the salary plus the commission gives you his total earnings. All right, so that's how you do commission. All right, now let's go back to what about when you have multiple percents that you have to apply? All right, and when you go to a restaurant, all right, the polite thing to do is to leave a tip. And the state of California, again, because that's the state that we live in, also requires a tax. So you have your original price of your meal, you have a sales tax that you're going to have to pay, and you have a tip you're going to have to pay. So if you take a look at this problem that they have here, the price of the meal was $60. So the price of the meal was $60. There's the price of the meal, right? Then we also have the sales tax, which is 7%. And then we also have the tip. All right? Now, normally you don't pay tip on the sales tax. All right, you look at the original amount and you figure the tip of that. Although sometimes people pay the tip on the sales tax. It's not an exact plan. All right, so let's take a look and make sure we understand what they want us to do here. It says calculate the sales tax separately, then calculate the tip, then add the products for the bills together, okay? So we have here, let's go ahead then and take a look at what we have here. We have $60, right? And what do we need? We need 7% of $60, right? And we need 15% of $60, right? And then our total paid is going to be the $60, right? By the way, this is the tax, and this is the tip. Our total paid is going to be $60 plus the tax plus the tip, right? So it's going to be $60 plus. Now remember, when you want 7% of 60, we're going to do 0.07 times 60, right? And then 15% of 60 is going to be 0.15, because remember, you take a percent and you change it to a decimal. So 7% as a decimal is 0.07, and 15% as a decimal is 0.15. So if we put all that into our calculator, we can get the answer. Now I'm going to do it separately just so we can have those parts answered if they were to ask us separate. Okay, what is the tax? 0.07, right? Plus, not plus, excuse me. Let me try that again. Let me go backwards. Let me clear that out, okay? 0.07 times, not plus, times 60. So the tax is 4.2, but remember this is money, right? So that would be $4.20. All right, so that's the tax. And the tip, 0.15 times 60 is going to be $9, because remember this is money, $9. Okay, so if we add all those together, we get 60 plus 420 plus 9. All right, so we have the 9 plus the 420, right? Plus the $60 originally that we had, and we get $73. And remember, this is money. Remember, $73.20 total. All right? Now, I want you to look real quickly here. Do you see how we have 60? We have 60, and we have 60, right? This would be 1 times 60. So I just want to remind you of that alternate method. If all of these are going to be applied, right, we could have done, this is 100% plus 7% plus 15%, right? 1 times P plus 0.07 times P plus 0.15 times P. If we put all those together, that would be 1.22p, right? Because 100% plus 7% plus 15% is 122%. So if I went to my calculator and I did 1.22 times $60, do you see that I get $73.20? All right, so the alternate method is to add all the percentages together because we're multiplying all of them by 60. What we're really doing is we're applying something called the distributive property. All right, but this method only works if the tax and the tip are both being applied to the original amount. Like I said before, if the tax was added on and then you were tipping based on it including the tax, then this second method wouldn't work because that wouldn't be $60 right there. All right, okay, let's do one more problem with tips and tax. I believe it's number, was it number 11 I think I was going to do. Let me see if number 11 is the right one. All right, so in this case, it's not tax and tip. We have a sale, but it's a similar type of problem. All right, here we go. All right, it says Martin finds a shirt on sale for 10% off at the department store. The original price was $20. Martin must also pay 8.5% sales tax. All right, how much is the shirt before taxes are applied? How much is the shirt after taxes are applied? So what do we have? We have the original price. And the original price was what? $20. All right, now if you get 10% off, and we talked about this before, 10% off means 90% is being paid, right? 90% is being paid. If you get 10% off, that means 90% is being paid. So the original price is $20. So the sales price, or the sale price, is going to be 90% of $20. All right. And then the tax is going to be 8.5% of the sale price. All right. Now, usually you apply the tax to the sale price. We have some tricky things with the law in California. Sometimes they are required to have you pay tax on the original price. Okay, but the way we're going to do it, we're going to be paying tax on the sale price. So how much was the shirt before taxes are applied? That is going to be right here, the sale price. All right, I'm going to take that S off because that S is really bothering me. Sale price, okay? All right, so I'm going to go to my handy dandy calculator. Let me clear it all out. There's too much stuff there. So I'm going to do 0.90. Get out of the way. 0.90, 90% of $20. And what do we get? We get $18. All right. $18 is how much you're going to pay, which of course should make sense because 10% is 1/10. 20 divided by 10 would be 2, and 20 minus 2 is 18. So really, we could do this mentally pretty quickly. So that is the sale price. All right, how much is the shirt after taxes are applied? Okay, so what we're going to have is we're going to have the sale price plus the tax is going to be the cost of the shirt, right? All right, so the sale price we said was $18. The tax is what percent? 8.5%. And remember, 8.5%, we're changing all of our percents to decimals. 0.085, okay? 0.085 times 18. So again, back to my friendly neighborhood calculator. $18, that's the sale price of the shirt, plus 0.085 times 18. That gives me a total of $19.53. $19.53. So if they were to ask you how much sales tax was paid, you could see the difference between these is $1.53. All right, and again, I just want to remind you, okay, of that alternate method. Remember, if you have a sales tax of 8.5%, I could do 1.085. 1 plus the sales tax percent times 18. This is that alternate method that I like because then you're doing it in one step. So instead of doing the cost plus the tax times it, I simply do 1.085, which is simply 1 plus that times 18. And you see I get the same result, 1953. All right, so again, P plus 0.8, sorry, let me write that again. I missed a 0 here. Come on, eraser. Come on, eraser. Here we go. Oh, come on, eraser. Sometimes the eraser doesn't want to show up. P plus 0.085P. That's the same as 1.085P. Again, that was something we're supposed to learn in that previous lesson about putting these two. They mean the same thing. This gets it done in 2 steps. This gets it done in 1 step. I'm happy if you can get the right answer, whether you do it in 2 steps or whether you do it in 1 step. All right, so that is the end of this second video where we talked about commission and multiple percent. So if you watch the first 2 videos, we have covered the entire lesson, and I'm going to make one more video where I just work through practice problems for you. All right, until next time, have a great day, everybody.